All right, what's going on, guys? Beats by Lonze. So we're gonna do a video. Y'all can hear the DSP fan quickly turns on and then it cuts off. That's to let you know that the DSP card is in effect, that the installation is correct and done right. And you'll hear it, and then you won't hear it. It'll be just as quiet as a mouse, like you can't hear nothing right now. So today's video is updated. The update of the last video that I did for y'all for the Island Instruments class. All right, so what I want to show you all is today is May the 9th, and we are working in version 3.1.12. This is as of April the 10th. Now, I'm telling you, Island Instruments have put out a lot of updates to the firmware, and not only is there an update for the firmware, but there's update to the DSP card. So let me show you some changes that have changed since the last time we talked on the last video. So if you click on the bank button, which is here, bank button, and you go through your banks, you're gonna have bank A, bank B, C, D, and E, which is MIDI. F is going to be MIDI, but what you're going to see new is going to be live effects is going to be next, and then you'll go to the DSP mixer, which will be next. DSP mixer, right? Once you got the DSP mixer, then it'll start back over. So now you don't have to do the shift and bank button to get to the DSP mixer. Now it's already in your banks, which is a good addition to the update. All right, so what happens on the live effects, just in case y'all wasn't aware, if you go to live effects and you hit shift and pad, you'll go into a live effects slot, and it's going to say the type, and then you can go in and add whatever effects that you want into that slot. So let's say we want a high pass filter. We just click on it, and then we go to the next one. Now what you got now, the next thing is if you want to go to the next slot, you just hit the next pad, and you see it automatically change to slot 2. If you want to go to slot 3, you hit pad 3, 4, so forth and so on. So number 2, we want to put in, let's do a phaser 3, and that makes, see how fast that is? We'll put vinyl on 3. All right, and then what we'll do, we'll just back out. We'll go out of the live mixer, and then we'll go back to A. So, all right, so what we're gonna do today is, what I'd recommend for you all to do is to load yourself some kits into your S2400. And what loading kits is going to do for you is that now when you are working on S2400, now you don't have to like always come in and load sounds. You can actually go in to your kit, and you can go into the file menu and click on load kit. Okay, and then I have a bunch of kits loaded into my S2400. So I got one called the Zay Melting Kit number 4. So I actually used this one. It has 10 samples in it. It says loaded 10 samples. All right, so I've got the kit loaded. So as you can see, I got a sample on one, and then I got some percussion and drums all the way on the rest. So that's just an easy way for you to go get started and get your drums in. Now you know that here in the sampler, if you hit shift and sample, you're able to go to the line in the back, and you're able to record in your samples from your phone or from your records or wherever. So however you choose to sample in, you can actually sample in. Or you can actually take files from your SD card, and you can actually load them from your SD card. So that's what we'll do. We'll go browse files. We'll go to let's go SD card and sound library. And we'll find us. So what it did, it asked you, do you want to add it to the pad? So I did. So what I like to do is pattern length. I like to change my pattern length to 8 bars. Hit the select twice. It'll automatically give you your 8 bars. All right. So now what I'm going to do is let's take this sample and let's chop this sample. So we're going to make sure we're on pad 1. All right. So we're going to go to multi and loop slice. And so now it has chopped that sample across 8 pads. All right, so what I'm gonna do is we're gonna back out and we're gonna pitch it. All right, I'm gonna tap my tempo again. All right, so now we'll go back to multi and loop slice. And if you want to look at it, what you'll do is you'll hit the B button, and now you can see your sample. And now you can adjust your sample. Or you can actually, if you want to take the sample and make it longer, you can just extend it longer. However you want to do your samples or whatever. Now you got your... All right, so now I want to get out of multi-mode and I want to go back to my bank A. So let's lay some drums in it. Now my count in is supposed to be 2 bars, but for some reason it's over 2 bars right now, so it's fine. pretty much I just multi-moded and pitched that sample, that bass. I just multi-mode and pitched it, and it just went up and down the 8 pads. Okay, we'll do 808. We'll do 808 after we chop the sample in there. So let's first figure out the sample. There we go. Here we go. Now you heard that sample was off. So if you want to ever get rid of a sample, all you gotta do is hit erase in the pad, and it'll erase the sample. It'll erase the sample just like that. So let's try this again. Let's see if we can find the timing on this sample. And now what you do is, the way you build your song is like, that's pattern 1, right? So what I do, the way I build my song is I'd hit copy, and it's going to say, do you want to add the source to the memory from pattern to pattern 2, number of copies 1, and copy. So now I have 2 patterns, and on my second pattern, what I'll do is I'll change some of the drums out on the pattern. So what I'll start doing, I'll start erasing some of the drums, and so you'll hear the difference in the hook. So we're gonna erase pad 2, erase pad that one, whatever's that on there, and so now let's hear pattern 2. So what I'll do is now I'll also erase the 808 off of it, and then I'll come back in, I'll add some hi-hats. So now I got 2 patterns. So then the third thing I do, if I want to make an intro, then my third one would be an intro. So what I typically do when I do these is I'll either copy the pattern again or I'll just put an intro in the front. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to put Beats by Lonze in the front. So pattern 1 and pattern 3 is going to be my my production track. Pattern 1 is going to be my verse. Pattern 2 is going to be my hook, right? So now what I'm going to do is I'm at pattern 2, right? I mean pattern 3. So I know pattern 3 is my intro. So I'm going to hit shift and 2, and it's going to add it to song. So then I'm going to go to pattern 1, which I know is my verse, shift and number 2. It's going to add it to song. We're going to go to pattern 2, which is my hook. Now actually I know that it's 8 bars, so a verse is normally going to be 16 bars. So I'm going to add pattern 1 twice. So I'm going to do shift and add to song. We're going to go to pattern 2 and we're going to shift and add to song. And so if that was going to be my complete song, if I just was going to have one verse, an intro, one verse, and one hook, now I just export that out. So before we go any further, let's save this. Save project as, we're going to save this as class number 2. Class number 2. And saving the project. Done. Saved. Now I'm going to go to song mode. And I'm going to go shift and file. And then you'll see bounce the song. Now, the only way that you can bounce the song is you have to be in song mode. Now, let me show you real quick. Like, if you get out of song mode and you go to shift and file and you go to bounce, you can only bounce the pattern because you're at the pattern. You're at the pattern section now because you're not in anything else. You're in a pattern mode. But if you go to song and you go shift and file, and now you see the preset has changed to bounce the song. So now we're going to bounce it to song. So the project is going to be class 2. The name of the song is going to be class 2. You have the option to name it numerous things, but we'll keep it the same. Class 2 is the name of the song, and we're going to bounce it. And now this has bounced to the SD card. Going to stop, and so now it's saved and bounced to the SD card. So now there's two things you can do. You can either put the 2400 in an MSC mode. MSC mode is where your computer will recognize the USB drive, and then you can pull it from your SD card from there, or you can actually just take out your SD card, plug it into your computer. So it's much easier if your computer is attached to your S2400 to go to USB mode, to MSC mode, and export it from there. But if you're going to, if you're not working on your computer and you just want to export it from your phone, you can also do that as well. All right, so that is class 2. I hope y'all learned something with this. Oh, we didn't actually do something. Let's see if our live effects. Let's see what our live effects sound like. Now, what would have been dope is when Isla gets this updated to where you're able to bake your live effects into from the DSP card into your project. What I'd do is actually you can. What you can do is you can resample, and I forgot about this. You can actually resample the pattern. So what I do is I take this sample that I got and I resample it with the live effects in it, and then that would be my pattern. That will be my hook. But I'm not gonna do that right now because it's gonna take a little bit of time. But for the sake of the video, that just gives you an idea of what you can do with the S2400. So thank you for watching this class, and I hope that it's giving you some type of further instruction for you to get further into your journey. All right. Thanks again. Much love to you. Peace out.